In stoppage time against Jamaica, Curaçao thought the World Cup dream was gone. The referee pointed to the spot. One penalty, one kick, and the dream was dead. Then came the review. The penalty was overturned. Curaçao held on, and just like that, the smallest nation ever to qualify for World Cup had made it. So here's the question for 2026. Can the smallest team in the tournament become its skinniest danger? Curaçao has never been to a World Cup before. So this is already history. As its own football nation, Curaçao only started playing in 2011. That is recent, very recent. Since then, they have climbed fast, winning the Caribbean Cup in 2017, rising in the ranks, and building a strong group of players trained in the Netherlands. And the biggest moment all came in Kingston. The pressure, the late penalty, then the review, the final whistle. And suddenly the smallest country in the field had a World Cup ticket.
That's such a dramatic, impossible-sounding story.
Exactly. That is why Curaçao came into 2026 with something special. Not pressure, just wonder. Now look at the Zen 8-factor analysis of this Curaçao team. Curaçao's attack is clever. They do not just run forward and hope. They want the right chance, not just a lot of shots. Giovanni Castanier is the finisher. He became the hero of qualifying, including a hat-trick against Santa Lucia. Kenji Gori is the winger who can beat people one-on-one and unlock tight games. And Jurgen Locadia gives them an older common target up front. Someone who can hold the ball and help the team breathe under pressure.
Does it look like I could care? I couldn't even care less.
What? At the back, Curaçao plays smart. A lot of these defenders came through Dutch academies. That means they're more comfortable on the ball and less panicky than people might expect from such a small country. Armando Obispo is the anchor, calm, left-footed, and important when the team builds from the back. Lindro Bacuna is the captain, who can move around and fill gaps whenever the team needs him. And Roshan Banema become a hero late in qualifying, with blocks, headers, and clearances.
So this defense isn't flashy, but it sounds really functional.
Exactly. That is a big reason they got here. In goal, Curaçao has a national hero, Ilo Arun. His display against Jamaica may have been the greatest single performance in the country's football history. He made huge saves, stayed calm, and gave the whole team belief.
So he's not just the goalkeeper, he's kind of the emotional foundation?
Exactly. For underdogs, belief often starts in goal. This might be one of the sneaky surprises of the whole team. Curaçao has real technical quality. Juninho Bacuna is the team creator. He can switch play, slip away from pressure, and help the team play on its own terms. And Livano Comnancia might be the quiet jewel, a smart, calm player who can help the team keep the ball when bigger sides try to crush them.
So when they have the ball, they do not really look like a tiny team.
Exactly. This is part of what makes them dangerous. The glue of this team is deeply emotional. Most of the players grew up in the Netherlands, but chose to represent their island roots. That creates a special kind of bond, not the kind built by growing up in the same street, the kind built by choosing the same flag. And then there are the Bacuna brothers. Together, they're a huge part of the team's heart.
So the chemistry here is not fancy. It is just real.
I agree. And that can make a small team feel much bigger. To help you to get the full World Cup experience, World Cup 6-7 team has built a suite of tools for you. including the Zen 8-factor analysis guide for all 48 teams, progress tracker spreadsheet, recipe book for the signature dishes for all 48 countries, match previews, and a lot more. I will put the link to the Ultimate World Cup 2026 guide bundle in the description below.
Honestly, that's kind of perfect if you want to actually understand the World Cup without feeling lost.
The travel is manageable, but it is not easy. Curaçao goes from Houston to Kansas City to Philadelphia. That is about 2,700 kilometers in the group stage. No giant cross-continent trip, which helps, but the weather changes matter. Starting in Houston could actually suit them because they are used to the heat and humid. Kansas City is drier, then Philadelphia brings a different feel again. For a team leaving on fine margins, hydration, recovery, and body rhythm really matter.
So even the travel story comes down to tiny details.
Exactly, and tiny details can decide everything for a team like this. Curaçao is not one of the tallest teams here, but it is smart in the air. They use tactical height. That means they do not win with giant bodies, they win with timing, routines, and smart movement. More than 30% of their qualifying goals come from set pieces.
So even if they're not controlling the match, they can still steal it in the air.
Exactly. Set pieces are one of the ways they close the talent gap. Now the X factor. For Curaçao, it is simple. House money. They already did the impossible by qualifying, so the pressure now sits on the other teams in the group. Germany, Ecuador, and Ivory Coast. Not on Curaçao. That is a powerful place to be. Then add the emotion. Small island pride, loud blue wave support, a whole country dreaming out loud. So here's my verdict. If Curaçao scores a goal at this World Cup, that matters. If they take a point, that is huge. And if they reach the knockout stage, it becomes one of the best underdog stories of the modern World Cup. Because this team is not here to fill space. It is here to make somebody uncomfortable.
So are they a sweet underdog story or a team that could genuinely ruin somebody's tournament?
That is exactly the question. And I think the answer may surprise people. Tell me in a comment, how far do you think the Curaçao team can really go? And if you want the full 48-team journey, plus the tools behind it, subscribe and check out the World Cup 6-7 bundle below. Please also check out the music video for the Curaçao remix of the channel theme song. Thank you. I thought it's the World Cup 2026. Why are we called World Cup 6-7?
6-7.